Good morning. I'll take my glass off. Maybe not. Let's have a look. I'm tired. Hello, this is Pixie. We could do a little bit of a meditation, I think, today, because I think it's quite good to make this sort of connection. And I think if you're hearing this video as well, if you can do it, 7 o'clock seems to be a time a lot of people, what you call searchers and seekers, I guess, individuals that meditate and try to connect. But I tend to use a system that's known as Raja Yoga, and it involves sort of relaxing but trying to make the connection through the heart, because the heart is very primal in that we, at the point of creation, it's one of the first things that's going to get installed into your system. There's also a lot of deeper knowledge about the heart as well. It's not fully understood, and a bit like electrically, it's more active. It communicates a lot more with the mind than the mind communicates with it. The processing part is here, so we do a lot of some of the logic and other things goes on there. But the mind is sort of spread across the whole body. It's not limited to just your cranium. Your whole nervous system is a part of it, attached to your whole brain. But there's other deeper systems in it as well that are more primitive, because our body also contains the mitochondrial side of it, and it's like a connection to things like fungus. The actual DNA, I think it's RNA, but it's very different, and it's like a plant aspect of our creation, because we've all come from some sort of pathway. Platforms have been developed that have allowed us to evolve to this point, I guess, of existence, or just allowed us to become into creation. It may be that that there's a conscious force that's always behind it, but it can only alter the structure of the being a little piece at a time, and then it causes divergence, and we look at the divergence and we say, oh, that's evolution, but actually it's probably a conscious construction of manifestation that life is, from a more divine source. And also this divine source people want to connect to. Now there's different beliefs within the yoga. Some people see themselves like insular, in that they contact something. It's like dialing out, in the same way the internet dials out, and you want to connect to a server, that you're sending out that address. And so from the heart, it's kind of like you're relaxing and getting to the right frequency, and you're projecting that out. And the other thing is that the things that are natural to this planet have the same sort of harmonics, so you'll resonate with them, and that will boost your levels. So where I am at the moment, it's quite nice. It's quite, it's in a churchyard. However, if you're not there, practice will increase that as well, because you have a residual effect. This is why people talk about, when you talk about spirits and paranormal and all sorts of, or sensing uncomfortable feelings in an area, it's because it might have a sort of resonance that's kind of bonded with emotions, and maybe the energy of that individual, that being, at a deeper level. So what we're going to do is do a little bit of meditation, and what you probably want to do is maybe set a time. So you might want to go in for maybe 15 minutes, and then maybe you'll go to 20. But what you do is set on your clock, your stopwatch. I'm not sure it's also an alarm that's kind of sort of tranquil. You don't have anything that's sort of like this will make you jump out of your skin. So what you do is you find somewhere comfortable to sit, and also you want to go somewhere where you can have a bit of privacy and you can relax for a bit, because the last thing you want to do is be sort of, expecting things to go on or happen, and you can't just isolate and protect yourself. And also a sense of security helps that. I mean, sometimes you can get too relaxed. If you're tired and lay in bed, you'll fall asleep, potentially. You can get that middle area. It's perfect where you get this area where you're still conscious, but you're kind of drifting in your mind, and you're able to sort of brainstorm in that area and do a lot of other things, because you're not feeling any tension or resistance. You're just feeling that you can access and maybe sort of rejuvenate at some level. So the first thing to do is to find somewhere nice and comfy and relax, and then sort of loosen up your body a little bit. You might just, if you've got tension in your neck, I mean, I got tension from my neck from driving, and sometimes I always got to watch my posture. So we'll loosen it up a little bit. That's it. And same for ankles. So you wiggle these toes a bit and sort of lift your feet up, like, almost like you're splashing a puddle. That's it. So let's begin. Take a nice deep breath in, then breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. So I'm using a little bit of tension in that breath. That's fine. Now I want you to breathe in, and now I want you to squeeze your toes. Squeeze them tight, and then relax. And you got that kind of sensation of sort of just tighten the muscles and then relax. So I'm going to let you work from your feet upwards. So you breathe in, tighten them sort of calf muscles a bit, just slightly, not really hard or anything, and then relax. And then your thighs, you can tighten them up. And breathe in again. I'm going to try to work around your lower back and hips, so sort of tighten a bit. And then tighten your stomach. That's good. And then we work up a bit higher, middle back. As if I'm pushing against the wall, actually. Feels like the back. I'll do another one as well. Breathe in. I mean, you can use these exercises alone to sort of train your body a bit, because it's about your nervous system and tension. You can take the tension a lot higher, relax, but I'd work a little bit. Deep breath in. Now it's with your shoulders. So you don't have to do it that tight. And we can accelerate a bit. We can take a deep breath, and we'll squeeze the hands as hard as we can. We're doing another one, and it's just to tighten the muscles in the arm, as if you're holding on to a monkey bar or holding on to some rail that's going to stop you falling in some way. So you've got a certain amount of tension. So breathe in. And you want to be a bit careful with the neck. I mean, there is an exercise I can do that's a bit crazy. So I take my breath in. And too much of that would probably give me a headache, but it causes the body to vibrate and shake a bit. And then you squeeze your eyes. Deep breath in. So you probably feel a lot heavier now, your body, which helps. And I just want you to just let yourself sink a bit. There we go. And so we'll go back to the feet. And I want you to have nice breaths in and out. Just relaxing breaths. And it feels like your feet are sinking into mud a bit, actually. And you can feel that tension from your knee travels down to your feet and into the ground as well. So you feel like you're rooted. And your back sinking and merging with whatever seat or surface is next to you. You seem to be almost like you're glued together now. I want you to just let your focus travel up your neck. And then let's take it back down your spine. Shows that you're in control. Just let your mind travel down points in your back. You can sense them, you can feel them, you can feel tension, you can feel relaxation in them. Down to your tailbone. That's it. You might feel it drift into your knees as well. And then back to your feet. And then let your consciousness travel up. It's almost like you're seeing it, but you're using your feelings. So your feelings are traveling in a certain area, a band. And just let that travel up your back. And into your cranium, that's it, into your head. You feel it around your temples. You can feel around your eyes as well, just sort of sense around them. So you're learning about the pathways of your body. These kind of like part of your nervous system, and it's outside of that as well. I just want you to focus just above your brow for a sec. Just sense it. It's almost like a finger's being pressed on it. And if you need to maybe increase the effect, you can place something against it. If you're laid on your back, you just put something. I put a conductive material like a copper coin, something you can just sense your mind on it. Or possibly a stone sometimes if you've got a nice smooth pebble or something like that. Something you can connect with and focus on. Now let your mind drift down your neck to your heart. And you're going to see your heart like a glowing vessel. It's pulsing as it pumps the blood around your body. And the arteries and veins coming off it are like roots, to be honest. It's almost like a giant potato in this kind of structure of its connecting into the body. And I want you just to focus, maybe enter that heart, and you can feel it's like a chamber of light. And it's a gateway to something else, something to do with the Creator, something that makes you who you are, an energy source. And the thing is, you don't have to believe in anything particular. I just want you to experience something. Because the very act of focusing on your heart increases its vitality. I just want you to look at it as well, analyse it. You can see features on it, veins. You might notice there's kind of energy that's coming up the veins as well, and you can travel through that, or kind of expand it, increase the brightness of it. And you'll realise as you're breathing in, and your feet are sort of heavy and connected to the ground, that you've been drawing in energy. In the same way you'd suck up water for a straw, there's kind of a slow, subtle effect. And it's been slowly charging your knees, and it's been working up through your body. And it's through this vascular system. It's like a rooted system. It's very primal, but it's very powerful as well. And I want you to spend some time looking at your heart. And I think in the future, from your heart, expand and Try to visit some of your other organs, just see them and sense them, and try to increase the vitality of them. So it's not just visualizing it, it's sensing it with your nervous system, because there's a whole network of nervous system you don't control. It's fairly automatic. It controls your emotions and reactions to the environment, but it also feeds into your psyche as well. And it's about building a better, deeper, meaningful relationship with your body and your soul. And then accessing beyond that, the bigger questions of what am I, and what is my higher purpose. So I want you to relax now, just relax. You might have a tingling sensations in your body. Just explore them if you sense them, because it's likely some of your nerves are becoming a bit more um, invigorated, maybe that's the best word. You can also use this technique to heal areas of your body. At a subtle level, we do this in the background anyway. When we feel pain in an area, it becomes very conscious and aware of it. And as the pain starts to go away, we sense that we're getting better from it. But we should always meditate on it and be aware it's potential ailment, injury and recovery, basically. You nurse it better. You might feel that your feet are very sort of attached to the ground. They might feel a bit cold, they might have some different sensations. But just relax and allow that energy to be absorbed. So anyway, this is Pixie signing off, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.